Anonymous crypto assets may lose support on Japanese platforms. Forbes reports that Financial Service Agency of Japan intends to incline crypto exchanges to delisting anonymous coins. Monero, Zcash and Dash assets may lose support on Japanese platforms. According to the agency, anonymous cryptocurrencies are used for money laundering and other illegal activities. Moreover, it is impossible to establish the identity of the owner of such assets. Forbes quotes an unnamed representative of the FSA. "We need to discuss seriously whether the regulated exchanges are allowed to use such currencies." According to Forbes, because of the reports of the North Korean government bypassing sanctions with the help of the cryptocurrency, Monero asset is at risk. At the same time, anonymous cryptocurrencies are not prohibited in Japan at a legit level. The UN Children's Fund is engaging charity through the use of browser-based mining. IT News Australia reports that the UNICEF uses the computing power of its supporters to collect donations through mining Monero. For this purpose, the organization launched the Page of Hope project. The mining is carried out using the browser version of the CoinHive script. Having approved the use of their computing power, user is transferred to the page with the miner. Here you can specify the amount of power given to production of Monero. The website also indicates the number of volunteers online. The slogan of the page says, "Give hope just being here." The extracted asset is transferred to fiat money. The money is transferred to Australian branch of the Children's Fund. With these funds, volunteers purchase drinking water, food, medicine and other humanitarian aid. At the time of publication, nearly 1,700 people provided their computing power for mining through the UNICEF page. How do ICO projects develop eco-technologies and alternative energy? On the contrary to the popular stereotype, the miners do not overload electricity networks. Mining is the same as commerce. The owners of the data centers that mine Bitcoin are trying to reduce the cost of equipment support. In the first place, reducing the cost of electricity. For this purpose, miners seek to use energy from renewable resources. For example, from hydroelectric power plants. This model is used in huge complexes that produce cryptocurrencies. For example, an industrial farm in Sichuan, China, or mining data center in province of Manitoba, Canada. But this is not the only way to gain electricity. An alternative to river flow is the energy of the sun. Thus, the startup Crypto Solar Tech conducts ICO with the intention of creating a solar power plant that produces 45,000 kilowatts to supply a mining farm. A farm of 3,000 pieces of equipment will also be built during the ICO. Thus, electricity from a solar station installed in Sevilla, Spain, will feed the farm in the coastal province of Malaga, without the need of general electricity. Energy can be distributed as a service for electric companies. Crypto Solar Tech has already signed a 15-year contract with the Spanish company Respira Energía for the sale of private electricity. To control the energy processes, an open blockchain will be used which is based on Ethereum. ICO will issue 1,260 million CST tokens. Concerning the tokens that are not sold on preliminary offer will be destroyed. There will be no additional issue. The first phase of ICO starts today. Link to the project is in the news release description. CoinGeek Founder supports Roger Ver and Bitcoin.com. Kelvin Ayre, founder of CoinGeek Resource and businessman, stated in his Twitter that he intends to support Roger Ver in the upcoming trial for the right to use the word Bitcoin in relation to Bitcoin Cash, as they both announced last October that Bitcoin Cash is the true Bitcoin. Kelvin Ayre believes that the court is the best way to prove the advantages of the cash fork over the original Bitcoin. This is what Kelvin Ayre said in the support of Bitcoin.com. For everyone who knows the story and understands the technology, Bitcoin under the BTC ticker uses the name Bitcoin illegally due to introduction of SegWit, deprived him of his rights and status, and he can no longer be a cryptocurrency. Folk supporters of the first cryptocurrency are sure that Bitcoin Cash is a more accurate interpretation of the cryptocurrency in the understanding of Nakamoto. Bitcoin Prime hard fork can take place in Bitcoin blockchain. Last Thursday, founder of the Z Classic fork of Zcash and fork of Bitcoin Private, Red Creighton, wrote on his Twitter about another hard fork for the first cryptocurrency. According to Ray Creighton, next fork of Bitcoin based on two blockchains will become Bitcoin Prime, based on the first cryptocurrency and Prime coin. Apparently, of what he tweeted, the next day Creighton was expelled from the Bitcoin private development team. Having lost his job, he engaged in the active promotion of his own project. Following the Twitter account, hardfork got a page on GitHub and a channel in Telegram. According to Creighton, this fork will become Bitcoin for enthusiastic mathematicians. It was based on a complex but innovative POW algorithm. Work on the project began last Sunday, April 29th. Note that the Prime coin is already a fork of Bitcoin, which was held in 2013. It was created by an anonymous developer under the nickname Sunny King.